stream. Copy. Okay. Finally. All right. Live and full screen. Fantastic. Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. Also realized my video bit rate was way too low. Okay. How many people we got here? A few? Okay. I'll wait just a minute. Good. Glad you can hear me better. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. The other guys can jump in and follow along if they want. Alright, so we're building an Arduino shield. I've got a buddy that wants to design a shield for testing some SMD components, passive components, mostly resistors, I think. So I made this shield here. And I'm actually just going to clone this because I don't want to mess this one up. Okay, now I made all these terminals kind of for something else, but I don't actually need them. So I'm just going to get rid of them for now. Okay, now I need to grab an LED. Of course. I mean, you can't do this without an LED. Yes, this one. Let's see. When I connected to a PWM pin, which is D12, this one here. Now for the pads, for the SMT resistors that we'll be testing, I start a bunch so that we don't have to go digging through the library. Hey Brooks, hey Lance. Thanks for joining again. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I thought I had it figured out, but apparently not. Well, this should be popping up. Okay, that's fine. Ah, there we go. So we have... Oop. Oh, these are not labeled. Okay, let's do that. 1206. We'll just add a property so that we can keep track of which one is which. Package or case code, yep. This is 1206. R, yeah, there we go. And we'll make that visible. Okay. Now let's do an 805. Now I'm just going to be placing these in parallel. A buddy of mine wants to be able to test resistors using an Arduino shield, so that's what we're doing. Okay. Have our 603 and 402. Actually, let's just copy the property on this and paste that. Except we'll make sure we set this to the right one. 603. Yep. Make that visible. Same with this one. 402. Fantastic. Whoop. Oh, that didn't quite make it. There. Now I want to add a photo transistor as well. We don't have this specific photo transistor. There's the data sheet, but yeah, we don't have this specific transistor in the library, the part library. So we're just going to be creating a custom one. But if I can spell, we'll actually just fork one so that it takes less time. I don't have to create the symbol from scratch. Okay. So this is actually an NTE 3034A. Manufacturer is NTE. I know some of the people watching are actually work for Flux, but let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to keep an eye on the comments. Alright, there's our data sheet. I don't need this specific footprint or 3D model. I did create my own 3D model. Somewhere. Where'd it go? That's odd. Okay, we'll worry about the 3D model later. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the footprint. Oh, need to remove this footprint entirely. And we'll add a new footprint. Okay, we've got our two pads. I need to change this to be through hole. This is a through hole part. So actually we'll create a rule. Through holes. And we'll select all the pads. And let's create, what is it, pad type? I think it is. Yes, pad type. I'll change it from SMD to standard. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to leave one of them in that position. That's fine where it is. The other one, I think the pitch is, yes, 2.54 millimeters. We'll add an object specific rule to just one of them. And then we'll just change the X position. Now the default is millimeters, but you can specify that as well. Okay. Now that's more or less all we need, but I'm just going to add a silk screen while we're at it. This one is done a little bit different. We need a start position and an end position. Now we kind of just need to play with these values to get them where we want. So we'll have an X value of -1 and maybe -1.5. 1.5. Yeah, okay. So let's do 3, 4, and 1.5. So this is our X and Y values. Okay, I like that. Let's add another silkscreen line. And we'll do the same thing. We just need to add a start and end position. Okay, start position will be the same as this start position here. So that was -1.5 and 1.5. This one will be, the X value will be the same, so -1.5, and then the Y position, we'll put it at, actually that looks pretty good, 1.5? Whoops, nope, sorry, another -1.5. Yeah, okay, I like that. Okay, now we just need to do this a couple more times to finish. Make sure we have that selected. So the X position again was -1.5, and then Y position also -1.5. So yeah, we'll put that in there. And then end position we'll put 4, and then -1.5 for the Y position. And again, these are in millimeters. I could add millimeters here as well, and it would do the same thing. Okay, we'll just add one more. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is extremely windy here. Kind of a not a great day to stream, but whatever. Here we are. We're doing it. Okay, so start position will be 4, 1.5. End position also for -1.5. Okay, that looks great. Now we can add some text for the reference designator as well. Let's add, I need to center the text If I can remember how to do that. Text alignment, there we go. Center, position, 2 millimeters. 0, or no. 0 for the X value, and then 2 millimeters, or 3. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's Q, not T, but anyway. Okay, now let's go ahead and publish this. Publish to library. Okay. We'll go back over to our shield. So it was an NTE 3034. It might take a moment for that to pop up. Let's refresh the page. There it is. Not sure what happened here, but we don't need that. You know what? Let's also add a 5-volt rail. From our pin headers, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Rotate that. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Nope, I am reading the schematic wrong. Let's also add our grounds. The way we can flip that wire is just by pressing F on the keyboard. Okay. Let me just flip that. I copied this 5-volt rail here. We'll just paste that and connect that. Okay. I need to connect another pin. Was it A0? Yes. actually going to use a portal here. So I did a YouTube tutorial on how these portals work, but essentially, as long as the names are the same, then they are connected together. You can kind of see that. Okay. I think we're just about there for the schematic. This is going to be a pretty simple one. Let's take a look at our PCB. Okay. Yeah, so with this template, I've already gone through and placed the headers in the right spot and added the labels as well. My computer might be having some issues with the graphics part of this. That could be an issue. It does look like our portals are showing up. I think I forgot to hide that from the PCB. Let's check that. Let's go back to the schematic. Maybe. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think that's a bug, actually. Keep in mind, Flux is in beta. I did, in the properties here, I did exclude it from the BOM. Actually, you know what? I might need to exclude it from the PCB as well. Oh. Let's refresh this. Make sure that's selected. Exclude. Okay, yeah, here we go. Exclude from PCB. Also true. And we'll do the same thing for this one. Okay, now let's look at our PCB again. And they're gone. Fantastic. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, you're right, Brooks. The performance could be improved a little bit. It also doesn't help that I'm also streaming at the same time, but yeah, it's... Oh man, it's behaving pretty slowly. Come on. Looks like we may also have an issue with a couple of these parts here. The air wires are not exactly showing up where they're supposed to be. Okay, I don't think this is going to work while I'm streaming. I think the it's just too much for my computer at the moment. Also, like I said, Flux is in beta. Looks like they could improve the performance just a touch as well. Let me see if it'll render a 3D model real quick. Hey, look at that. So, assuming we get all the traces routed and the parts placed, this isn't very many, but you kind of get the idea. This is essentially what it'll look like when it's made. Yeah, after I'm done streaming here, I will route the traces, place the parts, and then give you an update on the 3D model. Or not 3D, give you an update on the Gerber files once I get that far. And we'll get it ordered. Okay. In the meantime, does anyone have any questions at the moment? Like I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the board while I'm streaming. I would like to, but I just don't think it's going to happen. It's just too slow right now. Not seeing anything on the chat yet. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, but feel free to leave some comments. I think it'll still stay up and I will get to them. Yeah, and I'll give you an update once I get the board routed. I'll see if I can record it too. Have a good rest of your week.